Greetings, beloveds from Bali. We have a full moon, full freaking blood moon, total lunar eclipse happening on the 26th of May. I want to share my take on what's going to happen and what is happening, and some of you may already be feeling this.
And stay on for the end of the video because Jack is going to be sharing the divine masculine perspective.
And what we are getting a sense of is that there's going to be a big shift. There could be an unveiling, there could be information releasing around things going on in our government, things that are coming out, information that's been hidden from us behind the scenes, from underneath the surface. So it could be something really big, there could be violence, there could be crime, there could be some dark stuff coming out. There also could be just stuff in our own lives, things that we haven't been wanting to really look at, things that need to be purged out. We on this upcoming full moon are going to be healing a lot of old karma that it's time to heal. It's time to clear it out. We're having a full moon ceremony at Aphrodite University. It's going to be epic. It's going to be led by Monica Bermudez, our incredible astrology priestess and spirit guide. She has a huge heart, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a cacao ceremony during the live full moon this month. It is free. I look forward to seeing you live on the full moon. It's time to clear it out. It's like a deep decluttering, and it's an opportunity to actually declutter in your home, declutter in your diet. Really great time to eat those dark leafy green foods. Those are purging. They're going to clear out the liver. That's where a lot of old anger and violent energies are stored in the lineage. They get passed down. We start to have dietary habits that aren't so good, such as eating too much sugar and processed foods and chemicals and things like that. So great time to do not necessarily a deep liver cleanse unless you feel guided to, but just integrating in the dark leafies, anything from kale, mustard greens, spirulina, oh my gosh, there's so many, amaranth. The sweeter ones are more like spinach. The ones that have more of that bitter pungent flavor, those are going to be more cleansing. You can do this in green juices, or you can just have a buttload of green things. You can also have green herbs. There are many wonderful green foods. Chlorella is also a really great one. It's very nourishing. So take good care to declutter, detox, and also know that you might look down and see the tapeworm, not so much real, but a metaphor of like we might be releasing something in our lives and we go, oh my God, what the frick was I doing this whole time? How was I in love with this person? Or wow, my relationship to money has been a little off, or maybe I don't want to be doing this in my soul purpose. This actually is not in alignment. So my message to you is really spend this time reflecting, is this in alignment, or is it the universe telling me it's time to go, it's time to let it go, or it's time to tweak it and put it into a new form of alignment? This is where we get to tap in to our truth, our highest excitement, feel into our destiny. Sometimes we have ideas of what's right for us. We think that we should do this, or it makes sense that we do this, or maybe the universe initially guided us to take steps ABC, and so we assume that the next letters in alignment and DEF are the right thing. Let your inner bliss guide you, your higher light guide you, instead of your intellect, your logic, because right now we are on a new timeline. We're shifting very quickly, and it's not about what worked in the last timeline, it's what works for you in the moment now. And really trust your God, goddess of heart space more than anything. Bring in soul family, receive support. I couldn't have survived this gnarly flu-like thing, whether it was COVID or something else, without having expert medical care from soul family that I love and trust and is willing to give me real information without selling me on anything. Call in that level of support. Know that you are loved. It doesn't have to be people that you know for very long. There is soul family that can show up through magic and synchronicity tomorrow and be there and hold you and love you. And there's also angels and support from the other side. So call that support in, connect with it. This is a really great time to connect to your higher self, to meditate with the higher self, and also connect to your star family. I just went through maybe COVID. I didn't get the PCR test because my personal experience with COVID and hearing with hearing so many people, my experience with it intuitively, energetically, and also talking to multiple medical practitioners, medical doctors, people that are willing to put their lives on the line, is that there is a cure for it that doesn't require the V word. And I didn't need the V word, and I was able to clear it very quickly with a particular medication that is being witch hunted. I don't know why. Well, actually, I have ideas why. I haven't been speaking about this, and that's because my fifth chakra was really getting cleared out. And I think that that's going to be a big theme around this portal that we're passing through with this total lunar eclipse. So what that fifth chakra looked like for me was I woke up in the middle of the night dreaming that I was releasing all this old stuff from my fifth chakra, my throat chakra, like old dirty garbage and socks and like old fruit. It was really gross. And it was so physically painful because I had the worst sore throat of my life, perhaps. But what I was getting is that I was being protected and guided, and that some of my soul family was there, including dear soul sisters of mine, one of the high priestess professors at Aphrodite University, and she was teaching me this like celestial golden shower and like how to heal it. So the message that I got was we are going through a uncomfortable period. We might experience pain or at least some discomfort, but if we stick together and we receive support, then we're going to get through it. So I was able to, instead of dial 911, since I live in Bali, I dialed my soul sister, who is one of the top medical practitioners. She's holistic, but she also works with Australian University. She is top, and she told me exactly what to do to treat my symptoms as if it was COVID, in case it was. And I was actually able to, with this medication, turn around the virus that I had within 24 hours, which is amazing, but it's actually not uncommon. She said that's the standard that happens when people take this medication. Actually, for me, it took about 12 hours where I started to feel like I was on the uppity up instead of a quick decline, which is very scary when you love your body and there's also this fake pandemic thing going around. I mean, it's real, but also the numbers, if you look at the numbers from before the pandemic and after, globally, we have not had, like, our mortality rates haven't gone up, which is really interesting that, you know, like there's a pandemic, but like overall our population hasn't gone down. So that's good news. And it also does not mean that we're not scared because of all the freaking fear porn and fear mongering going on and the World War III energy that's been happening underneath the surfaces. So the cool thing about this full moon is that it's an opportunity to step into our fierce shamans and connect deeply with our higher self. I feel like I just got off of like a week-long mushroom journey and I'm just coming to the other side. My energy is going to come back different, and I feel that that will happen for you as well. I'm like doing this video even though I'm not fully over it, and I feel like I have this new energy birthing through me. I'm so excited. I want to share. I feel like I've been silenced for a long time. I have not been speaking about certain things because of all these witch hunts going on, slamming people's channels, shutting them down, the censorship that has happened all over the world, including in the land of the free, the home of the brave, with free speech laws being totally violated. And so I've been scared, partially because I have a family to protect, and I'm still a new mom getting used to not just putting myself out there on the line. And I have been arrested in the past for speaking up for my truth. So it's really scary for me to face those demons, so to speak. I've been connecting with my Pleiadian star family, and they are amazing. I am starting to get more into alignment with my Starry Nation self. I don't know if that's what I will call it, but myself who has come down from the Starry Nation for a mission here, because I have been suppressing that part of myself. I've been experiencing Earth without really having those third eyes fully open, those aspects of myself that can channel, that can read, that can get instant access. And part of me has been afraid, ashamed, scared that I'll get in trouble, and also feeling alone in the process. But I looked around and I realized there are so many people like you, so many people around me that are waking up. This is the Great Awakening. We are moving forward at light speed. The photons are moving faster. We are going through this solar flash type of energy already. It's starting to activate. And so this is the time to strap on our psychic seatbelts, use all of our tools, come together, share our wisdom, and also enjoy the journey, because we did choose to sign up for this. This full moon represents an initiation into creating the new earth. That is what it's really truly about. We are moving forward to the other side, and it is time to embrace that we did make this decision to be here on earth at this time so that we could birth the new era in bliss. Your way, the universe's way, not the false they way. There is no they, there was no they. It was all a mere mirror of our false beliefs, our distortions, and those control systems are crashing because they do not work in the new paradigm.
And without further ado, here's Jack. And don't forget to sign up for the free full moon ritual below.
Hi, this is Jack here, Amanda's twin flame and husband. And for the total supermoon lunar eclipse, we have some important updates. This is an important eclipse because Jupiter is in Pisces, which means our intuitive abilities will be increased, our personal growth will expand, and potentially we'll have new rewards that are fulfilling in our lives. Also, Saturn in Aquarius goes stationary retrograde, which magnifies potentially more control for government regulations, the balance between fair rules versus oppressive rules, potentially more power to the people, creating new community structures, new laws that are fair, hopefully. It's going to be the balance, the magnification of control versus freedom. So is there too much control being put down on the people? Where do we need to honor our personal, individual freedom more? And this is a time to reflect on what has happened societally and individually over the past year. Did we make mistakes individually? Did we make mistakes as a society? What rules no longer work for us in society? What do we really need to change? Now, this is a lunar eclipse on the 26th of May. As Amanda already mentioned, this is in Sagittarius. So the themes are going to be all about freedom, travel. Can we travel where we want to, or are there still going to be restrictions? Truth, what is the truth of what's really going on societally right now? Is there more going on behind the scenes than we're told in mainstream news? Potentially new laws coming out, or the ending of old laws that are no longer effective. Potentially putting more focus on the natural laws, the universal laws of the universe and how things are meant to be, merging with sustainability and with nature, reflecting on our belief systems, what cannot continue anymore in our lives, what cannot continue anymore in society. These are important questions to reflect on this supermoon. What are we ready to let go of? Old belief systems could be shattering. This is a time to be open to change, for transformation in our lives and as a society. It's a time to let go and to not hold on to things that are no longer in alignment for us. This is a deconstruction of the old order, the way things were in the past, the old structures, the old paradigm, you could say. Pluto in Capricorn is deconstructing all of those, the old ways of doing things. There's also 6 planets in mutable signs. So that means rapid change, increased creativity, adaptability, less stability, but learning how to find comfort in the unknown, trusting our inner creative power to create positive change in our own lives and in the world, create an inspiring vision at this time, and move towards it now. You are a powerful creative being. Best of luck to you on this total supermoon lunar eclipse.